Hi everyone. So today we'll be starting with the topic combination of cells. So in the previous class we have learned what are the cells and what is the history of cell, and now we will see what are the combination of cell. So there are generally two combination, series combination as well as parallel combination. First we will look at the series combination of cell. As we already know that cell is represented by this symbol, where one line is little bigger symbolizing the positive electrode of the cell, and the smaller line represents the negative symbol or the negative electrode of the cell, and these two line are the connecting line or the joining line, and in between there won't be any connecting line. So this symbol is the symbol for the cell. Now this side is a positive side and this side is a negative side. Now talking about series combination of the cell, when two cells are connected in a way that the negative terminal of a cell is connected to the positive terminal of another cell, if such kind of combination or if such kind of connections happen, then we call it as series connection. Now suppose we have two cells and they are connected in series, in the sense the negative terminal of one cell is connected to the positive terminal of another cell. Let's suppose the internal resistance for this cell is R1 and EMF is E1. For the second cell, internal resistance is R2 and the EMF is E2, right? So for this connection, this kind of connection, what happens? Current I flows in this direction. Current I flows in this direction. So suppose the current I is flowing through the cell, right? So the same current that is flowing through the cell. Now if I have to calculate the potential, I know the potential drop would be in between these two cells, right? As the current is passing through the cell, there would be a potential drop. Now to calculate the potential drop, I consider three different points. The first one is A, second point is B, third point is C. So if I have to know the potential drop across the first one, I should know what is the difference between point A and B. If I have to know potential drop across the second cell, I have to know what is the potential difference between the point B and C. And if I know the potential difference between point A and C, this will give me the potential drop across both the cell. So from here, let's suppose my potential drop across this one would be VA minus VB, right? And from our knowledge, we know that we have already learned for a cell, if I have to calculate the potential drop, then potential drop for a cell is the EMF of the cell minus the current into the internal resistance. We know this formula already. So using that, we have to calculate the potential difference between these two cells, which is VA minus VB, and this would be using this formula epsilon 1 minus I R1. And for the second, this one, that is VB minus VC, it will be epsilon 2 minus I into R2, right? Now when we have to calculate what is the total potential drop across this two cell or across this combination, I can write, I need to find VA minus VC, which would be nothing but VA plus VB, VA minus VB plus VB minus VC. So what I am doing, plus VB and minus VB, this would cancel each other, and finally we will get VA minus VC. Now VA minus VB is nothing but epsilon 1 minus I R1, and VB minus VC is nothing but epsilon 2 minus I R2. Taking into consideration, we have epsilon 1 plus epsilon 2 minus I R1 plus R2. So if I have the potential drop across this combination, which is VA minus VC, this combination have a potential drop which is given by the EMF of the two cell, the sum of the EMF of the two cell minus I into sum of the internal resistance of the two cell. Now, as we have already calculated this, now let's see if I had in this place, if I had a equivalent circuit, if I just take an equivalent circuit which is just an equivalent resistance, and this equivalent resistance has equivalent cell, and it has an equivalent EMF EQ and equivalent internal resistance with Req, current I flows. Then we can write for this particular equivalent circuit, means here the combination of this circuit we are trying to represent with a equivalent circuit with a equivalent cell combination. Then from this equivalent circuit we can write the potential drop is nothing but V equal to E EQ minus I R EQ, right? So this is coming from the same formula. So if you compare the combination of this circuit and the equivalent circuit, then we can write that E equivalent is equal to E1 plus E2 and R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2. So from here we can find, or we can draw a conclusion that if my cells are connected in series combination, then the equivalent for the equivalent circuit, for the equivalent EMF, it will be sum of the EMF of all the cells. If I had n number of series connected cells, then my equivalent EMF would be summation of all the EMF of all the n number of cells. Similarly, the equivalent internal resistance will be the summation of internal resistance of all the n number of cells. So with which we get the equivalent EMF and the equivalent internal resistance of the cell connected in series combination.
If you like the video, then press the like button, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon.